What's good, everybody? It's your girl Kia. This is my fiance Lex. So Lex wants to get more involved with some videos, so we came out with some really good ideas and fun ones, probably some that you may or may not have seen before. So recently Lex wanted to do the Ancestry DNA. What sparked your interest for that, babe?
I've always been interested in learning about the past, especially being of an African descent, and a lot of our history was stolen, lost. We had to be beaten until we no longer said, things we need to say. Anyways, I just felt like it was really important to know that, and to also to know some of my other side that I already found out about. So just kind of tying some of the pieces together, long story short.
What'd you think about the Black Panther movie?
Random? I loved it.
Well, we're talking about, where we from. I hit them with the Wakanda, so I wanted to know your thoughts. We saw it like 2 or 3 times. So.
2 times. I'm a big any type of Avengers movie, so I'm already a big fan. So Black Panther was excellent. So, youth, children, even our age, generation up, generation down, they're gonna see a powerful movie with an amazing black cast, and I think that is important to show representation in Hollywood. And it was beautiful. It was amazing. It was funny. It was sad. I cried. I laughed. Fantastic. So if you haven't seen it, I don't know what your problem is. I mean, it was
Black Heart Vote, homies.
If you're not black watching this, please.
So Lex actually did hers earlier. When did you get your results back, sir?
A while ago, I don't remember. I purchased, so we're doing this from Ancestry.com. I know the 2 major ones are 23andMe and Ancestry.com. So we decided to do Ancestry.com. I got mine during Black Friday or Christmas time, can't remember. So it was a big sale for me. So I've had mine since like January.
Yeah, so I actually just did mine in February, so I got my results back yesterday, and I wish I would have recorded her reaction to that, but she was at work and I was at work, but her reaction was pretty funny to me, and I thought it would have been worth having. But yeah, so I don't know if you guys can see this, but
can't you put it on the screen?
I will later. Yeah, so this is basically how it looks. I know they can't see it, babe, I know they can't. But I'm gonna put the thing on the screen so they can see what I'm talking about. I just need to know what I have on the screen. So yeah, anyways, so it comes up with this big map, and it gives you the percentages of your ethnicity on the side. So let's start off with, I guess, Lex's highest percentages. What are your top 5 and your percentages for them?
Okay, so my first one is 23%. I am Cameroon, Congo at 23%. Then after that, I'm Benin, Togo at 16, and also tied with that is Ivory Coast, Ghana with 16% too. And I'm also in European South, and more particular, Italy. We'll have a different video with our family who's doing Ancestry DNA. We'll release that later, but it is specifically Italy. And then, so those are my top 4, because my 5th ones are combined with Senegal and Ireland at 6% after that.
What was the story, or what did you hear about your family before we did the, like, what were you expecting to see, and what were you not expecting from your results?
I had no idea about anything tied to the continent of Africa. I, of course, assumed it's going to be somewhere in West Africa, since that's where Atlantic slave trade really took place at. And I also assumed, I honestly, that's actually where I stopped at as far as the continent of Africa. What I did know is that my great-great-grandma, so 2 greats, is directly from Ireland. So I knew there was going to be a small percentage, but some percent from there. I was thinking maybe like 2, since it's my great-great. But it actually showed me at 6% there. So that was the only part I knew about.
What was shocking?
Shocking was, one, how mine's all, like, literally all over the place. So when we're gonna show you the pie chart, and when it's gray, that means it's just all over. So most of it, like, I have a big chunk that's gray, so I'm like literally all over the place, because my family's from all over the place.
Yeah, so going into mine, my mom's side of the family had talk about like Native American and stuff like that, and then my father's mom, she just looks mixed with something, but I never really asked what it was. So I wasn't really going in expecting anything. I personally wanted to know how much of a percentage of the Native American was in my blood, but the interesting thing about the DNA is that if you have any siblings, the way that my results are, my sister's, when she takes hers, or she already took hers, when she gets her results back, they're not going to be the same identical DNA. It's going to be totally different. Yeah, my first one at 23% was Benin and Togo. Then it was 18% for Nigeria. Then it was 17% at Mali. Then it's actually, this surprised me, 16% Great Britain. Yeah, 16% Great Britain. And then my combined fifth would be Cameroon and Congo. Congo.
Oh, Congo.
And then Africa Southeastern Bantu at 6%. Then right after that is like Europe West, man, and then Ghana and all the other stuff. So again, I will also have my screenshots, so you guys should be seeing it right now, and kind of like what my map looks like. Now I don't know if it'll let us. Does it show you your pie on the homepage?
Yeah. The homepage. See how your pie is.
So now you guys are getting to look at our pies, and you can see, I guess, what my pie looks like compared to Lex's pie. So yeah, when you click on your, you see the pie, it's interesting, just to see how colorful mine is, and then how hers is. But
so they said that with the gray, it's just, it says low percentages, but hers shows 6% too, and it's actually on her pie chart. So I'm still trying to get the definite answer, but mine's is, I see. So when you see Nikia's screenshot, hers goes from 4, 3, 2, and then there's a lot of like negative ones.
Less than ones, babe.
Or less than 1%. Where mine's is like 6, 6 is 4, it's 2, and then there's like solid 2s and 1s from all over. So I don't know if that has to play a role in anything. I really don't know. It's all over.
So in short, what was your percentages for your DNA?
Like total, like
yeah,
continent?
like the ones that you came up with for me.
Oh yeah, so continent-wise for Nikia, hers was
what? I said yours first because we're doing yours first and then mine.
Okay, so mine was 60-something% from Africa and 20-something, almost 30% from Europe. I don't know. I have to recheck the numbers. I didn't calculate it all. I forgot.
Okay.
I have to calculate mine.
Yeah, and then mine was 73% from Africa and about 23% from Europe. Which, yeah, it's interesting because mine is actually less than 1% Native American. Like I said, that was something that I was looking forward to, like going into it just to see where it was at. So since it's present, because you don't have Native American in yours, right?
No, I already
So since it's present in mine, it's obviously in my family somewhere. So my mom's side of the family somewhere is right about that. So if my mom were to do her DNA, which I'm gonna buy my mom and dad their DNA kit too, because I want to see what they have. My mom's Native American percentages should be higher than mine, but unfortunately my mom's and dad is not alive anymore, but my father's parents are alive, so I can't get the DNA from my mom's parents. But we've been trying to not tell people to go about doing this or whatever, but it is interesting to have the facts and just kind of looking at where you're actually from, and then how much of a percentage it is.
Right. And I think, sorry, another shocking thing. I have a lot of stuff in Asia and Russia. Like Asia and Russia, which is crazy. So when you see the comparisons between mine and Nikia's, you're going to see mine is on the continent of Africa, Europe, and Asia. And Nikia's is solid in Europe and Africa. And what I was really excited about with Nikia's was that since she has a big chunk of Great Britain in her DNA.
I'm gonna assume that's from my dad's mom's side of the family.
From her ancestors, they took the people from the African continent and brought them to Europe, in particular Great Britain. And from Great Britain, as we all know, many of the Brits went to America to start in a new world. So from there, as Nikia can explain, she actually was able to have a migration pattern, which I wish I had, but I just think mine is just too diluted just to figure out that migration pattern. But what's amazing about her migration pattern is that it shows her ancestors where they came to the United States and where they stayed around. So from that's directly from the Atlantic slave trade from the Europe continent, especially Great Britain. So they came to the Virginia and North Carolina, in particular in some parts of South Carolina, and her family's still there.
Yeah, majority, like 95% of my family is still in this North Carolina. It's actually literally right where they are.
Yeah, they're
so
still
I'll
there.
show them this too.
So this is the part that was the most fascinating part to me. You know, for Nakia's was her migration. Cause I'm like, wow, like they're taking her black ancestors went to Europe and Great Britain and came right over, and her family's still there. Like, as you see, I'm still getting excited about that because that's incredible to me that like she has deep roots in the South, like legit deep roots in the South.
Yeah, now that doesn't mean that I don't have family everywhere else, but like my mom and my dad were literally, I don't think, I did vlog some point in the country, but I don't remember doing it again.
We should do
when we go back to my grandparents' house, I'm definitely gonna vlog just so you can see where I was raised, for the most part. But like my mom and my dad literally live like in those places where the houses are like miles away from each other. So my mom's house, where they were the third one, where they really grew up, they actually have a cotton field right outside of their house. So that whole area is actually the North Carolina-Virginia borderline. So if you know where Roanoke Rapids and Gaston, North Carolina is, that is actually where my mom and dad are from. And I mean, my mom's sisters, all of them are still there in that area. My dad and his like 5 brothers are still all there in that area. So all of my cousins are still there in that area. The only part that has left now and is in in Georgia, is actually my grandfather's on my dad's side. His sister moved to Georgia, so her side of the family is kind of in Georgia now. But all of my peoples have come over to North Carolina and during the slave trade and then stayed there. So that's why she's excited, because they stayed there. They didn't really go other places, but they stayed there.
Let me tell you this, what I just found out. So on this map where she's gonna show you, you're gonna see a place called Kitty Hawk. And for me, it's something triggered with Kitty Hawk. I just couldn't remember it, but I actually really didn't know. But apparently during the Civil War, it was a place that was very safe, or they considered a safe haven for African American, the enslaved people who fled in the nearby areas. Which is that is crazy. So there's just so much historical facts. I'm a history nerd. I love history. Yes, if you know me, I'm in the arts, but I'm not an artist. I'm an art historian. So I love the combination of stories. But there's a beautiful picture on here that maybe you can post on there too. Mm-hmm. But Kitty Hawk was a safe haven for enslaved black folks, or African Americans during that time. So that's pretty big, and she has a big chunk there.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is
crazy.
Yeah, so we encourage anyone to please go get their DNA traced. We use Ancestry. This is not a comparison. We cannot compare the different 23.
Yeah, we don't know how that works.
We don't know. Apparently, there's another one called African Ancestry, which I heard was great. They test like the male side and the female side. Runs around $300 for that one. So I would love to do at some point in time, just not now.
Yeah, right.
We got a couple of things we need to save up for. But
wedding!
Yeah, we got a wedding. We're moving. We're trying to do some big stuff in a few years, which we will not announce now, but later on. But for Ancestry, the normal price is around $90.
What we not announcing? The van life stuff?
Oh, we can.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to make a more official video about this later, but we are going to try to eventually not drop everything, but drop everything and get a van and deck it out and like drive across the country, make some videos for it.
That's for a different day.
If you guys want to see that content, like, comment, and subscribe to the video right now. Especially comment below. Let me know what you guys think about that, if you would enjoy it. I know there's not too many of us doing it, and then of us doing it, so it'll be very nice, to get out there and really try it. But again, that's a video for another time. But since we stumbled across it, I thought I would let you guys know. Also, to see how many people literally watch 15 minutes of this video to get to this point, to hear that part.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
So we're wrapping it up. Ancestry runs $90. Usually there's a sale for $70-something per person. You buy 3, you get 1 free.
And you can work on your tree, like your actual family tree. So not only do you get the DNA part and know where you're from and stuff like that, but you also can make a family tree and tie people in and stuff like that.
Right. And the last thing I want to leave you with, when you do your family tree, or when you do your DNA, so you can do your family tree while you're waiting for your DNA results. You can fill in the information that you know. But once you get your DNA results, it will actually show you other people who are tied to your DNA. So I've met people who actually met like legit close family members there. You're gonna meet lots of aunts, uncles, and cousins, especially like second or third cousins that you may never have heard of. But they're all listed on there. So this is something that can be eye-opener. It can be a really great experience. It can be something that can really be close to your heart, and I think it's great to pass this on. So we encourage you to do it. And I think that's it for us right now.
I think that's it for us right now.
And also, we will post our family's results as her sister's getting hers done, my grandma and my mom's getting theirs done, and like you said, she's trying to get her parents to do hers.
Yeah, so then you guys will know where they from.
Right.
Next video is gonna be me trying to do my eyebrows trying to copy Lex.
Which I don't even know how to do my eyebrows. Well, so let's go ahead and try that.
Like, comment, subscribe to the videos. If you want to see some more of Lex, let me know, because I like seeing a lot of Lex. So if y'all want to see a lot of Lex, you gotta tell Lex that you want to see a lot of Lex.